Touchdown with Aaron Masemola. On the bench with local legends. Your questions, your heroes.
Welcome to the Touchdown with Aaron Masemola. And yes, it is yet another phenomenal opportunity for us to chat all things rugby, especially with that great final that we saw on Friday at Ellis Park with the Under-21 Rugby Championship that was taken by the Vodacom Bulls. Now, joining me is a player. He plays in the prop position for the Vodacom Bulls, and he was the captain for that Under-21 team that we saw lift the trophy at Ellis Park. His name is Kudzwai Dude. Kudzwai, how are you doing, my brother?
I'm excellent, thanks. And how are you?
I'm doing really, really well. What a great final that we saw on Friday at Ellis Park. You guys lifting the trophy there, taking that game away from the Lions by 48 points to just 33 points on the board. We have to admit that the best teams in the competition were playing that final, and there was also a little bit of additional pressure on you guys going into this one because you guys had to defend it. How did it feel going into this final?
Everyone, obviously, we had our nerves and everything and all that, but going into the game, we had a plan, and I feel like we went out there and executed the plan. And the feeling was just amazing, being there and capturing the side was just amazing. And I'm just proud of the boys.
Definitely. You talk about you guys had a plan to execute on the particular day, but we have to admit that the Lions actually played an incredible game, and especially looking at the halftime score, we saw them actually leading by 7 points, having put 17 points on the board, and you guys put just 10 points on the board. What did you say to the team to just get them motivated again at halftime? Because we all know the pressure of playing a final, and especially when you have to come back from behind to win it.
Yeah, I just went to the change room and I just told the boys, guys, listen, we champ. All we have to do is go out there and just prove to the other people that we're champions. And I remind the boys about the core factors, our fundamentals and principles, and we just had to have the perseverance to keep it up. And we knew that we have strong people, impact players on the bench. So they came on, just did their job, and couldn't been even more any proud. Like, I was very proud of the boys.
Definitely. I love what you mentioned that you talk about impact players, and the truth of the matter is you do need those big players in the big moments to make those key decisions for you to actually win any particular game. Looking at some of your impact players, you had somebody like Jacobs who scored 2 tries in the final and also scored 7 tries in the competition as a whole to be the leading try scorer, and also somebody who came in as a replacement scrum half, Keegan Ioannis, who scored tries in the final as well. How important were these players throughout the final, and also making sure that they just take you one step closer towards lifting the trophy?
Yeah, as you said, most of these players are very crucial to the team, and they make the team. Like, without them, we wouldn't have like the whole puzzle. We have players like Stravina Jacobs, who was like one of the top try scorers. We have Keegan Ioannis, and we have also Vessels on the bench, Lucid Prop, and we have a lot of players that just do their job. But the most important thing is just for us to work as a team, you know, and everyone has their own role and piece of the puzzle. So for us, it's just that we are very good at coming together as one, and everyone just doing their job.
Definitely. I think you talk about doing the job, and you guys definitely did it well. I mean, looking at the last 15 minutes of that final that we saw at Ellis Park, there was a lot of pressure, and a lot of people were a little bit scared as to whether the Bulls could actually take this one away from the Lions, because the Lions were looking quite confident at that point in time. But you guys scored 2 massive tries in the last few minutes of the game to just take that away from the Lions. How did that feel, especially scoring those tries and looking at the scoreboard and realizing that we've actually taken this one away from the Lions and we will now lift the trophy?
Yeah, I can't even explain how it felt. It felt good. Obviously, it felt good, and for the players finishing the game, them knowing that they came in and made the change in the game and just picking up the tempo. And we are one of our team fundamentals is that we like to persevere, and we like making sure we finish the game the same way we started it, with the tempo and execution. So sitting on the bench when they scored the last two tries, I just felt proud. I couldn't management was proud, all the boys are proud. We were out there, the sides cheering. The vibe, the energy was just too much.
Absolutely beautiful. And then looking at that moment when you guys could finally lift the trophy, how is that? Because I think looking on the TV or looking at the screen, we never really understand what the players are going through in that moment of celebration when you guys are popping the champagne and you guys are lifting the trophy. After all the hard work throughout the competition, how did it feel to finally put your hands on the trophy?
Thinking about that, it's like a feeling that you can never explain to people. You can do all these words, but that feeling, you're just in the moment. And even if I try and look back how it felt, I can just see that I was happy and how like the hard work that we put in as a team just came at a good timing. Like everything just came perfect timing, and winning back to back with the same the same trophy. I don't know how to explain it. So I won't lie to you.
All right. No, we understand. We could see the happiness and the joy in your faces as you guys were lifting the trophy as well. But also another thing that I would love to talk about is the fact that you've got such a long career that is still waiting for you. We know that you are currently involved with the junior structures at the Springboks and also the junior structures at the Vodacom Bulls. What would you like to achieve in your career as well? And also thinking back to this past week, just on Monday, we celebrated the anniversary of the Springboks winning the 2019 Rugby World Cup as well. Is that something that you would possibly love to achieve?
Definitely. And growing up, obviously, I had this dream of becoming a Springbok and one day lifting the trophy. And I feel like I'm taking all the steps carefully and just putting the hard work. But definitely at the Bulls, I would like to be an idol and be one of the big players like Trevor Nyakane and Diesel Kopoka and be a household name. I like to next year definitely try and push myself for Super Rugby and catch a few people's eyes and sometime make it up to the Springboks. And it's those are things that I envision myself achieving, and I feel like no one can with that, just myself. So I'll keep on pushing.
Oh, absolutely beautiful, my brother. We wish you well on that journey. And given the fact that you are just 21 years old, there is so much rugby in your legs lying ahead for you. And we wish you well with that journey. Kudzwai Dude, thank you so much for joining me on the touchdown. And we wish, enjoy the celebrations if there are still any celebrations taking place right now. And for the rest of 2020 and going into next season, all the best. And I'm certain that you guys will continue to do very well for the Vodacom Bulls.
No, thank you very much, and I appreciate the opportunity to have this conversation with you. And yeah, I appreciate it.
Touchdown with Aaron Masemola. On the bench with local legends. OFM Sport. The personalities behind the plays.